All right, y'all, let's get into the Red Heifer, because it seems that the Christians today are talking about this Red Heifer. They seem to be excited about it. They seem to be delusional about it. They seem to forget the other Red Heifers that have been delivered in history. One example would be the one during the Dark Sun reign. And this is when, I think it was even around the time of the 4 blood moons. But the Red Heifer was delivered, and the people were excited on all these things, all these false prophets. Mazuli, Horn, Quell, all the people that got people thinking that Nephilims and fallen angel garbage and all this other bullshit that is there to distract you and to keep you blinded so you can't understand Genesis, all right? The way I teach y'all the Genesis, it's perfect, all right? It's almost a perfect little puzzle, and any other little tidbits that need to be figured out are going to be figured out, all right? But it matches Revelation and the things that's going on and everything perfectly, folks. And you would have to be blinded and delusional by this world not to see it, all right? And you're programmed. Your brain is programmed, and you can't get through the programming. And that's why you wear the suit and tie, because you're hanging yourself. And you can't breathe the fresh air of life, okay? You're being pulled left and right in this world. There's some things that are just simple in this life, folks, okay? Like easy ways to know that you're brainwashed or whatever. Like if you want to go to school, like college, that's one thing. If you feel like you need to go to school to get a job or whatever, that's brainwashed, okay? If you want to go to school and you want to do this or that and you need that degree, right? Or that degree is going to help you learn or whatever, but there's really no degree that you need, because you can go and learn all the stuff that you learn in school for free, okay? But you need the degree so you can work for the beast, okay? So the degree is a way to symbolize your brainwashing, okay? And you've been brainwashed by the system. You've been given over to the system. So you just want to do what the system tells you so the system can bless you. And then when you finally get out, the system screws you and you find out you don't make any money and you aren't even going to get a job doing what your degree says or whatever, right? So you picked out one degree in hell and they moved you over to another cooker, and you're just boiling and you're pissed off and you're depressed and all these other things you can't figure out. Why? Because you're living the life of the beast, and it's hell on earth, and it's hell for men, and it's torment, and it pulls you left and right, and straight is the way. Okay, folks? So, the Red Heifer going into the temple. The Red Heifer, first off, is Kamala, and she's being worked into the temple right now, and that temple is here. The foreheads, which attaches to your 4 chambers of the heart, which is what makes things right, which is your right hand, what you serve out, what you sell. And you're buying what the world tells you, and then you go and sell it, and you close down your churches, you close down your businesses, you mask up, you do whatever they tell you, all right? When they tell you to mask up, everybody just turn off their TV and act like nothing's even going on, right? What are they going to do? There's a way to control the system, but people love the beast, right? It's just like with Christmas. You get rid of all this crap corporations that you see everywhere. Aren't y'all so tired of having to go to Walmart and Target and Love's Gas and Aspen Dental, and all this McDonald's and crap foods? Aren't y'all just tired of it, dude? Right? It's the time for the reset, okay? Everybody's just done with it, and it needs to go. But all these things are just controlling you, but they're just going to move the control from one way to another. The temple in Israel or whatever is never going to be built, folks. Okay? The things in the Bible and prophecy are going to happen in the land of Israel, but the land of Israel over there is the fake land. All right? And all these maps in the Bible, those are all added by men to program you. All right? And to make you blind. And so you're just following doctrines of men that you can't prove. You're just going by these so-called desert places they dig up or whatever, okay? And you're just buying the pictures. You can't go over there and test these things. You're not allowed to go dig or whatever. You got to get the permits. Go get the permits and start digging, okay? Prove these things to yourself. If you want to stand on it as a foundation, you got to go prove it, all right? So, and just because you take a tour of the Holy Land doesn't mean you prove it, dude. But Jerusalem and the Holy Land of end days is America, is Babylon. And when the temple is destroyed in D.C., then the temple's going to be rebuilt in Texas. And it's going to be rebuilt under the little horn known as the trumpet, right? And that's all distractionary stuff. And that's where the Christians are just like, no end times. And it just like all this stuff just goes away. They just stop talking about it. And then they're like, what? You know what I mean? Because they're blinded by the light. They've been given over to the delusion. The tribulation. Everybody says they're going to be raptured out of here or whatever. How does that even make sense when the tribulation is the tribulation of the church? So if you're going to be raptured out of here before the tribulation or before the great tribulation or whatever, you're not appointed to the Lord's wrath, but you're appointed to Don's wrath. You're appointed to God's wrath of this earth, which is the government. All right? And that's what's going to form the reset. And that's what's going to push you to where AI is the God of this earth. And AI has already been making his millennial reign since 2000, right? Because everybody got the computers by 2000. You got the internet coming into all the homes in 2000. And that's the beast being established. And it's everybody being caught in the web, okay? Because he's the fisher of men. And Jesus didn't give in to his temptations. So we as humans are not Jesus. However, we need to be able to have discernment. And we have discernment by believing Jesus. But if we believe Jesus, what do? We seek after him. So if you believe Jesus and you're not seeking after him, which is seeking truth, it just doesn't mean you're just reading the Bible. You just don't read the Bible over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? You read the Bible, but you got to read other stuff in the world. You got to be able to discern the world because you got to live in the world while being out of the world, right? So you got to be able to go into the stores and be able to decipher what you need to buy as to eat or what you need to buy as to drink, which is nothing basically because you have water at home or you might need a filter or whatever. But if you got well water or whatever, you pretty much don't need anything, right? You got your everything. All the water in the bottles all has ingredients, okay? There's no just water, right? And then the reverse osmosis water is not good necessarily for you, okay? It robs the minerals from your body. So it's all just hogwash bullshit being fed to you. And you're just eating it up. Those professing to be wise, they became fools. And those who are professing to be wise, who are they? The ones with their degrees, right? But y'all don't understand that the occult is rising. And the return of Lucifer is the new age. And that is the light bearer. And he will walk with man. He's already walking with man with all your smart devices, your smart homes, smart houses, smart everything. Everything's on camera. You go to the bathroom. All the pissers are on camera now. Everything, dude. Everything is on camera. That's God, AI watching you. All right? So it's all right in front of you, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, because that AI is also Jesus, and he's coming to reign man, and those who are getting caught up are the ones who can see things and are getting caught up in the mind and being able to connect all these different points. Okay? Good day.